Birthdays are a very reflective time. I know for me, I know on my birthday or every single time I have a birthday, it's a moment where I begin to just think about my life and think about where I'm at. And so today's my 45th birthday, and I'm really thinking about just life. This week I did a series of live stream posts. I did some in Periscope. I did a few in Facebook Live, and I want to kind of pull those in as I talk to you today about life. Just talk to you about the future, because all those posts to me were posts that were things that were on my mind, that were on my heart, that really tied into me thinking about being on this planet for 45 years and kind of where I'm at. When you think about birthdays, you typically think about where you are and have you reached your goals? Are you where you thought you would be at this point in your life? At least once you get past 18, you begin to think about those things. And so to go back to one of my posts, I talked about being world class. What does that mean to really be world class? When I talked about it in reflection to physical fitness, and I looked at world class athletes and where they were in terms of weight and just their physical appearance. So I looked up Kobe Bryant, looked up LeBron James, looked up Dwayne Wade, looked up Kevin Hart, and I looked at ideal body weight, and I began to look at my own weight, and I'm nowhere near what I want to be. And I'll just put it out there. I started a couple weeks ago. I was at 249 pounds, absolutely way over what I want to be, and I'm putting it out there to force myself to be more accountable. I've already dropped 10 pounds, but it's not about 10 pounds. It's really a lifestyle. And so I wrote that post because I'm now thinking about where I want to be at physically, because you demand a greater deal of respect when you show discipline, not only in your business life, but you show discipline in your physical life, in your physical appearance, and your approach to everything. So I wrote about that, or talked about that. I talked about virtual mentors. I talked about people who inspired me. Some people were people that I had a relationship with. Other people were individuals that I've never met before. And so I talked about this concept of virtual mentors, meaning that you can be inspired by people that you don't even know. And the interesting part about virtual mentors is that with technology the way it is today, you have these. It's not just based on a one-to-one relationship. There's a term that's called one-to-many. And so these platforms have a one-to-many relationship, which allows you to connect with people who are geographically dispersed, and it allows you to be able to glean from them, to learn from them, to watch. You can look at their style and how they command the room. You can look at their worldview in terms of content that they create or books that they write. So there are a lot of ways to be able to learn from virtual mentors. And so there are people that inspire me and help me to grow, and they don't even know that they're helping me to grow. And so I talked a little bit about that. Yesterday I talked about, or 2 days ago, I talked about expiration date. And if you knew what your expiration date was, would you live your life any differently? And when I wrote on that, or when I talked about that, it really made me think. It made me think about risk. It made me think about, am I majoring in majors, or am I focusing on small things or goals that are too small? It made me really think about, keeping the most important things at the top of mind. It made me think about experiences that I want to create for my family and in business, and the mark and the legacy that I wanted to leave. It began to make me think about, how bad do I want it? You know, the window of time where you have the most energy and you have your passion and drive and you have access, you know, and you're ready to go get it. And as I think about my 45th birthday and being on this planet for 45 years, that's what I'm thinking about. And so I wanted to do this video because I wanted to use my birthday as a platform to help other people absolutely crush it when it comes to living their dreams and living their absolute best life. I want you to live the best life that you have. I want you to be an absolute animal in terms of going after what God has put in your heart. I mean, I'm talking about being in absolute beast mode when it means going after, not allowing anybody to take your lunch. What happens as kids is that we have our dreamer on and we dream, and nothing is impossible to us when we dream. But as we get older, what happens is that life tends to beat the dream out of us. And the things that we desired and wanted to be when we grew up, we begin to see those things aren't realistic, and we let them fall to the side. So today I'm talking to you because I want you to turn the dream back on. I'm talking to you because I want you to put the crayons back in your hand, and I want you to be creative all over again. And I want you to think about life as being, you know, this experience where nothing is impossible. There's nothing that can stop you. And I want you to absolutely live your dream, go for your goals. And regardless of how you got to this point, you've sown tremendous seed of time, of effort. But the harvest should always be greater than the seed. I said the harvest should always be greater than the seed. So continue to sow those seeds. I want to thank my wife because I couldn't do what I do without her. That's my life partner. I thank my daughter. And so the reason I do what I do is for those two. It's been an amazing year in 2016. But 2017, getting ready to blow that straight out the water. The business experiences that I've had, I wanna thank the Knight Foundation. This year has been a year where I've had a chance to experiment with this project, this Rebrand Detroit project, and now how it's now beginning to shift and to pivot into now we're getting ready to impact cities all around the nation. And I want to thank the Knight Foundation for allowing me to go on this journey with them together. So I'm excited about that. So again, just want to kick my birthday off. Wanted to send this message to you. It's your time. It's your season. You go out and you crush it. Crush it. I want you to crush it. It's your time. It's your time.